All right, perfect. So today I want to talk about like the most important question I think in life, and it's like figure out what you really want to do. And for me, why I want to talk about this question, or it's like personally, I was struggling a lot like after high school and didn't know what I really want to do, and I started to go like traveling and just went there out there and literally just like exploring without like a proper idea. And then I started doing different things and looking into like different sectors and stuff like that. And then at some point like it more and more came up, and I just now want to talk about why I think it's so important, and also give like some inspirations on how to maybe like answer the question for yourself. So yeah, I think the most important point where it comes down to is like self-awareness, and you really need to ask yourself the question, what makes you happy? And I think just having like money or something like that, or just working for like material things, does not really make you happy. And I think it's also like that we trade time to earn money there, to then buy things which sometimes we just think like other people will like us because of that, because we have those things and stuff like that. And I think it's really sad because time is precious, life is precious, and we should not be like embarrassed to step into insecurity, to really go like our own way, and to really like fight for that or work towards that what we really want to achieve. So yeah, I think like quite often we're like really stuck in like what other people want us to do. Like for example, like the parents or something like that. They have certain like expectations towards us, and sure, we kind of want to meet them or kind of want to do that. But I think in the end, it really comes down to us, what we want to do, what we want to do with our life. And I think it's really important to really take the time by yourself, and really maybe like 1 or 2 days without like any other influence from outside, and then do a really like big decision, because otherwise you always get influenced by someone else, and you literally will then work towards their values and not towards your personal real values. And personally, what I just realized, the master step for everything, it sounds too simple, but it's like make. And if you just start doing things, even if it's the wrong thing, you at least you start, and you will find out that it's wrong. And I mean, getting that knowledge that you realize, okay, that's not the thing, will already like bring you a lot. Like for me, example, I thought it for a long time, like, oh, personally, I really like traveling. And then I did like an internship in a travel agency. And then I just realized that I never could work like the full whole day in the office, but I still got like heaps of knowledge how office work is and stuff like that. So also I think it's really important, like even if it's like a bad experience or like not positive, like if you realize you don't like it or stuff like that, you still gain so, yeah, like from this process you gain so much like knowledge and things. So what I want to say, or like what it comes down to, is like whatever action you take, there's like a positive and a negative thing in there. And even if it's not a waste of time, because you could take something out of there. So, and yeah, now it sounds like really simple, like just do what you like and stuff like that. And I just want to leave it out there like that, and I really like want to give like some steps how to maybe like find out what really your passion is, and how to really find out about that. And the question is not about what will get me this or get me that. um, the question is more, is life like really precious to you? And that what you like, so before you invest something into your life, you really need to ask if you still want to do that in like maybe 1 year, 2 years, or like maybe 5 years from there. And um that you then really can say that you wanted to do that. Like, and like I mentioned before, I think it's really important that you then if you make such big decisions, that you really take your time, try to really look onto yourself if you really want to go that path. And then if you say so, then just really do it, make it, and try it out. It really comes down to really not just focusing like money wise or something like that, just really look more on what you're really good at, what you really like to do. And I think if you really do like a proper job at something, like the people around you, they will realize, and therefore like for example like the money, or you will get something back later for sure for that, definitely. And then for like solution orientated thinking, that's also like a really big part of ISAC, and it's also something where I just want to drop a few thoughts. And it's like this kind of I think also really common or really known as like the winner mindset. And I already scratched this topic a little bit before. And it's like in everything that happens, there's like a positive thing and a negative thing. And I think like winners, they don't even focus at all on the negative one. Maybe they just look at it and learn from it. But whatever situation you put them into, they try to make out the best out of it. They try to find a way to grow out of there, or they see the chance which is there. And I think that's something we have tried to learn. And I think like for this whole thing I was talking about just right before, it's not that you have to go through this process like once and then you're done. Like I would say like every day, like over and over again, you have to go through this process. And it's like more or less like a way of life, either than just like a switch and then you're there. You really have to keep growing and keep repeating all that stuff. And that's also something I realized, like for me, even like now I'm like maybe like since 1 or 2 years I'm really looking a lot into the topic. But if I'm like maybe like 1 or 2 months like not really like trying to work on myself or something like that, it's so quickly lost. That's something really to remember, that you really need to remember yourself literally every day once again. All right, yeah, staff development is a process, and that's what I want to point out here at the end. And as well, I think one thing that helped me personally a lot is really be honest to yourself. Because if you have like these discussions and you say like, maybe I can't do this because of this and this and that, but you kind of really just like try to search for the excuses. But if you're like honest, you say like, do I want to do it or don't I want to do it, and stuff like that. And if you're honest to yourself, like you also will be way more honest to people around you and stuff like that. So it will affect you positively. All right, thank you guys very much for listening, and it would be amazing if you also want to share some thoughts on this topic.